Welcome gamers, Hazardor here, and today I'm going to be telling you why people hate the 3 tank meta in Overwatch. In the past, we used to always have 2-2-2 setups on Overwatch competitive mode. We had 2 tanks, 2 supports and 2 DPS heroes, but now it's switched to 3 tanks and 1 DPS with 2 supports helping them all out, and that has really pissed a lot of people off, including me. This setup consists of Lucio, Anna, Reinhardt, Roadhog, either Zarya or D.Va, and then Soldier 76. What has actually happened is that 1 DPS has been taken out of the equation because Soldier 76 is so powerful he can do the job of 2 assaults by himself. And tanks are also becoming very powerful, they're not being nerfed, and they're just getting better and better, with loads of health, inputting loads of damage, and they're all round pretty much unstoppable. And that has really, it's really slowed down the gameplay of Overwatch in my opinion, and made it a much more boring game. The specific thing that's really annoys me the most is that most DPS heroes are not even viable anymore. Again, this is only for high level competitive play. I'm in the master ranking and it's pretty much like this skill level, a little bit underneath and of course above me as well. In quick play and stuff like this meta doesn't even matter, but in the high levels of competitive play, it really does. And most of the DPS heroes apart from Soldier 76 are not viable at all. Genji and Tracer have so much little health and it's impossible for them to take out tanks one-on-one, and the supports as well, they are all congregated together so closely. And in the past, there were 2 tanks to sort of protect these supports, but now it's 3. You try killing a Lucio or an Anna when he's got a Roadhog, a D.Va and a Reinhardt a few feet away from him. You're not going to have much luck at all, and it's pretty much impossible to kill these supports unless you're a tank yourself. Of course, if you are very skilled with Tracer or Genji or any sort of hero, you can take them out, but in general, you have to be very good with a specific hero to take out supports who are all grouped around a specific number of tanks. Me myself, I main Genji a lot of the time, and it really is annoying to see how hard it is to perform with him. People like McCree as well, why would you pick him over Soldier 76? It's not really viable. With Pharah, you basically need a Mercy to be giving you damage boosts to even challenge Soldier 76's damage. Sombra, no one's really mastered her either, and overall the DPS heroes have completely been shunned out of competitive play, apart from one man, which is of course Soldier 76, and that's not good for anybody, is it? Another thing that I feel is kind of bad that has come out of this 3 tank meta is that games are way too over reliant on ultimates completely deciding matches. Before, for example, when people were using Genji, people who mastered him were absolutely ridiculous and could take out teams without even using their ultimates. And Tracers as well, the same, Reapers, no matter who it was, they could do lots of damage and take out people with their normal abilities. But now it's mainly Zarya ultimates, Soldier 76 ultimates, Reinhardt, all these heroes have to use ultimates basically to wipe the enemy team. And it's basically just 2 teams smashing into each other, and whoever gets the ultimate first and uses it successfully tends to win firefights. And that's not really gameplay that can be described as very varied and very fun to play as. Another thing that I'm going to mention that a lot of you will probably disagree with is that tanks are much easier to master than DPS heroes. You try and play Sombra and then you try and play, like say D.Va or Reinhardt. It's going to take you much quicker to master Reinhardt simply because he has so much more health, his abilities are much less complicated, and in general you're just going to have a lot more protection from your team when playing as a tank. A lot of people have been mentioning that the game has become much less reliant on skill and the game's becoming a bit more catered towards more casual players, and that is not particularly a good thing, and again DPS mains are suffering because of these changes to the meta. But possibly the worst thing to come out of this new Overwatch meta is the fact that so many heroes are absolute must picks. Lucio, Anna, Roadhog, Reinhardt, Soldier 76, these heroes are basically must picks if you really want to win a match. And I'm pretty sure Blizzard don't want this happening, because if you've got heroes that are must picks, that leaves a lot of them who are not even viable at all. And a lot of these heroes who aren't viable are defensive heroes. Junkrat, Torbjorn, Bastion, Hanzo, named all of them, none of them are basically used in Masters or higher competitive level play or even in esports and the pro scene. They're just not as powerful as they should be. And of course, since there are more tanks, it means that the teams in general are going to have much more health. And overall, I just feel that that slows down the gameplay so much. And again, this does relate to my previous point about over-relying on ultimates. The only way you're going to wipe a team that is grouped together with 3 tanks, 2 supports and a DPS is basically using your ultimate. Another point I'm going to bring up is a Lone Hawk video that he made recently. I'm pretty sure you've heard about this guy. He's an Overwatch YouTuber, and he mentioned that this 3 tank meta isn't good for Blizzard themselves because on the pro scene and in esports it's much less attractive to look at. He said basically, look at a Genji main destroying an enemy team from an outsider who's not played the game. It looks really appealing, much more exciting gameplay, and loads of people will be willing to watch somebody stream this, for example. But if you're standing there with a Reinhardt shield, just holding down a button, absorbing loads of damage from the outside, that doesn't really look too fun, does it? And I have to completely agree with him. I'm also going to link the video in the description in case you want to watch it. And yeah, overall I just don't really like this 3 tank meta at all. It's been in Overwatch for a while now, it slows the gameplay down, so many heroes are not even viable, and on top of that, we have too many that are must picks like Roadhog, Anna and Reinhardt. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, like, comment and subscribe for more.